Salah al-Din, also known as Saladin, was one of the most legendary figures in Islamic history, known for his military genius, leadership, and chivalric qualities. Saladin was born into a Kurdish family. His uncle, Shirkuh, a military leader under the Zengid dynasty, played a pivotal role in introducing him to the world of military strategy and leadership. Born in 1137 CE in Tikrit, modern-day Iraq, Saladin rose to prominence during the time of the Crusades, leading his forces to recapture Jerusalem from the Crusader kingdom in 1187. His legacy spans beyond the battlefield, encompassing his statesmanship, compassion, and diplomacy, which made him revered in both the Muslim and Christian worlds. Growing up in the courts of Damascus and Baghdad, Saladin received a formal education, studying religion, literature, and military tactics. His early exposure to the inner workings of the Muslim world prepared him for the leadership role he would later assume. Service under Nur ad-Din. Saladin's early career was shaped by his service under Nur ad-Din, the Sultan of Syria. He quickly gained recognition for his leadership abilities and military acumen. Saladin's role in the Crusades, campaign against the Crusaders. Saladin's most notable role was in the Crusades, especially his struggle against the Latin Kingdom of Jerusalem. By the mid-12th century, Jerusalem was under Christian rule after the First Crusade, 1096 to 1099, and subsequent crusades sought to reclaim and solidify Christian control over the region. The Battle of Hattin, fought in July 1187, was a defining moment in Saladin's career. His forces decisively defeated the Crusader army, leading to the capture of King Guy of Jerusalem and many other knights. This victory allowed Saladin to reclaim much of Palestine and ultimately the city of Jerusalem in October 1187. His victory was a direct response to the Crusaders' aggressive expansion and also a key moment in the Muslim reconquest of Jerusalem, which had been lost nearly 90 years earlier during the First Crusade. After his victory at Hattin, Saladin led a strategic and careful campaign that resulted in the peaceful surrender of Jerusalem in 1887. Unlike many conquerors, Saladin allowed the Christian inhabitants of Jerusalem to leave peacefully without facing execution or enslavement. His magnanimity and victory earned him respect even from his enemies. The Third Crusade. Following the loss of Jerusalem, the Third Crusade, 1189 to 1192, was launched by European monarchs, including Richard the Lionheart of England, Philip II of France, and Frederick Barbarossa of the Holy Roman Empire. Despite fierce battles such as the Siege of Acre and the Battle of Arsuf, Saladin was able to maintain control of Jerusalem. Although the Crusaders made significant military advances, Saladin was never fully defeated and negotiated the terms for the peaceful coexistence of Muslims and Christians in the Holy Land. Saladin's strategies and tactics were advanced for his time. He was adept at using both guerrilla tactics and open-field battles, often relying on his knowledge of terrain and superior maneuverability. His leadership at Hattin and Acre was marked by tactical brilliance and an understanding of both offensive and defensive warfare. Despite his military prowess, Saladin's leadership was defined by mercy and justice. He was known for treating his prisoners, including Crusaders, with dignity, and for ensuring that captured towns and cities were not looted or destroyed. His decision to allow the Christian inhabitants of Jerusalem to leave peacefully is one of his most praised actions. Saladin's rule in Jerusalem was marked by religious tolerance. Although a devout Muslim, he allowed Christians and Jews to practice their faith freely. He took steps to preserve Christian holy sites and even ensured the protection of Christian pilgrims traveling to the region. Unity among Muslims. Saladin was instrumental in unifying the fragmented Muslim territories in the Levant under his banner, particularly through his leadership of the Ayyubid dynasty. He worked tirelessly to bring together various Muslim factions, including the Zengids and Fatimids, in a collective effort to resist Crusader control. A symbol of Muslim unity, Saladin is remembered as a hero and unifier in the Muslim world. His efforts in re-establishing Muslim dominance in the Holy Land were seen as an embodiment of Islamic unity and resilience, chivalry and honor. Saladin is also admired in the Western world for his chivalric qualities. He is often regarded as a noble and fair adversary, especially in contrast to some of the more brutal figures of the Crusades,